Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be reading chapter 3 of Me, Charlotte Crosby's biography, and it says Bigger and Better Than the Bible, Charlotte Crosby 2015, and it just has 9 photos of Charlotte. Yeah, the reason you may know her for Geordie Shore. Some of you may not have heard that. Age, obviously. I've read the first 2 chapters. I've enjoyed it so far. I think it's funny. So I've decided I'm going to read chapter 3 to you, and then we'll see. So chapter 3 basically lasts, from chapter 3 lasts from 29 to 35, so it's not too many pages. So it's called Mortal Memories. So I'm just going to be reading it, so giving you an insight a bit about Charlotte. So let's just go on it. As we get older, nappy nights became less about innocent kissing and more about getting pissed without our parents knowing. Before I continue, I just want to say there'll probably be a few swearing in this. It's Charlotte, so this is like, I know I don't usually, well, I never really swear on my channel, but this is not me, it's Charlotte, so yeah. Continue. Or so we thought. One of the girls had an older brother who'd go to the shop and get us vodka or cider, and we'd drink it in the back lane before we went inside. We always thought he was really mysterious. He wore hoodies and never really spoke much. We'd sometimes creep into his room when he wasn't in and have all these nuts magazines with pictures of women's boobs in them. I still remember the first time I ever got pissed. It was such a weird feeling, all dizzy and spinny. What am I doing? Isn't it funny how you don't ever feel like that again? Cider was our favourite drink. We'd have a litre before we went into nappy nights, and we'd be proper mortal. One evening my mum came and picked us up on the way home. She kept demanding to know if I'd been drinking. It was pretty obvious. I was slurring all over the place, and because I denied it, she drove me to the police station. She said she could smell it on my breath. Tell me now what you've been drinking, otherwise I'm going to the police and you'll be locked up. So I had to come clean. Apart from that, during the ages of 15 and 16, my mum and dad were convinced I was being a good girl and behaving myself while the rest of my mates were off getting pissed and into trouble. I'd come home from school and tell them both stories, like Christina and Lauren got proper mortal and having to be carried home just so I could suss out their reaction. I wanted to test how they responded, because the truth was that I was doing it too, and I was probably the worst one. Whenever I said anything about what my mates had been up to, they'd be really disappointed. They'd sit on the settee, don't know how to say that, sorry, look at each other and say, at least Charlotte's not like that. So I knew I couldn't admit what I was really getting up to. Instead, they had to find out with a phone call from Sunderland Hospital. I don't actually remember much of it myself. All I can visualise is being in a dressing gown trying to run away down a corridor and being chased by a nurse. My mum and dad have a slightly clearer recollection of events, however. Dad was on a night shift at work, an electronics plant that made computer chips, when he got the phone call from my mum. Charlotte's in hospital. Letita shrieked down the phone. Oh no, what's wrong? Gary was worried. She's pissed. I was 15. Dad was so upset he had to go and ask his boss if he could go home. The news that his beautiful daughter Charlotte, the one he had been convinced was so innocent and pure, was now so drunk she had to be taken to hospital, had hit him hard. He was so shocked he didn't know how to cope with it. That evening, when he thought I was tuckled up watching telly at Lauren's house, I had been in fact hanging around with a place called South Hilton in a field near a graveyard with loads of friends drinking cheap cider and running around like a lunatic. I was absolutely mortal. So mortal that when the time came for everyone else to go home, I'd pass out and no one could get me up. They tried to drag me, in my white jeans, across the grass without much luck. In the end, one of them called for an ambulance and I had to get my stomach pumped. My mum and Nana Jean came to pick me up. Nana Jean was there because my mum was 8 months pregnant with my brother Nathaniel. At the time, she was so massive. I hope you're enjoying it. I know it's a bit extreme. Mortal, if you're not sure what that means, it just means totally drunk. Just, you probably all know, but still. Honestly, you want to have seen my mum's belly. It was so big. It was like she had a full UFO spaceship inside her. She had green and blue veins all over her stomach. She could hardly do anything, let alone come and rescue her drunk 15-year-old daughter. I think I was still pissed when they got there because I can't remember much apart from mumbling "I'm sorry" as my poor pregnant mum picked up my grass stained jeans from the chair and desperately tried to lift me up and get me into the car. I'd like to say I learnt a lot from a liqueur. I don't know how to say it, it's the word. I learnt to hold my liquor. I can't remember. I know how to say it, it's just, I don't know. After that, but you know that we would be a big fat lie. Within weeks I was at it again, hanging around with all my mates, necking cheap wine and cider. I'd also got myself a job in a bar restaurant in town called Tonic. I started off in the kitchen when I was 15 because I was too young for the bar, which was become my second home. I was on the loose and I was a danger to Sunderland. Charlotte's words of wisdom on boozing. 1. Shots are often a good idea. They have so many positives. They are a quicker way to get pissed. They're always great to toast with. They make for an amazing after photo because you will always pull the most ridiculous face when you've downed one, especially tequila. The slice of lime you have afterwards make you look like a bulldog chewing a wasp. So it just has a picture before and after. Hope you could have seen that. 2. Avoid shit mixes at all costs. My friends and I used to make a combination of every kind of alcohol we could find lying around the house and in the cupboards. Literally anything went in a shit mix. The clue is in the title, it tasted like shit. As if it wasn't bad enough, we found that adding Bailey's curdles in the mixture, you feel like you're drinking actual vomit. 3. Here's a top tip for anyone like me who gets too drunk too quickly or suffers from bad hangovers. Vodka water. Yes, it's really that simple, just vodka and water. Replace your usual vodka and coke or vodka lemonade with vodka water instead. The best bit is that you can't even taste the vodka with a bit of luck. By the end of the night you might still be functional enough to get home safely and remember your address. It just has a picture of vodka and water. So yeah, I hope that was chapter 3. Probably read that a bit fast, but it was chapter 3. So yeah, that was chapter 3. I don't know if you want me to read chapter 4 or not. Probably do. I think it's kind of funny. All the words are a bit, I don't know. Don't know how long this video is going to be, but that was chapter 3 in Charlotte Crosby's Me biography. I would definitely recommend going and picking yourself up a copy, and also be sure to check out Charlotte Crosby's YouTube channel. She does staff videos there too. Yeah, you also may know her for Celebrity Big Brother 2013. I enjoyed the show, so you probably, if you're the more on the younger side, you'll know her for Big Brother if you watch her. And if you're on the older side, you might know her for both. Like me. But yeah, that's all. I don't want to give too much away. I don't see if I read like 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way up to the end of the book, then you'd know, you wouldn't have to go and buy it. You could just listen to me. But if you don't know that, you'd get fed up listening to that. You'd so I might like wait till I got on to chapter 5, then read chapter 5, then maybe go on to 7, and then read maybe 10. Do you know what I mean? I won't read it like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because then you just kind of know the whole book. So I'll jump between chapters, and fair enough, I might read chapter 4 and then 5 and then maybe skip a few, I don't know. But I don't want to have too much away because it is a good book. I definitely recommend picking yourself up a copy. So yeah, if you enjoyed me reading chapter 3 out of the Me book, then be sure to go pick a copy up and check out Charlotte Crosby's YouTube channel, and like this video, comment and subscribe so you don't miss any videos. Hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.